It is the 16th of June, and the nation is commemorating and celebrating Youth Month. In 1976, high school pupils in Soweto were killed by apartheid police during a peaceful march, which sparked years of resistance. Events that would usually be held at many spots across the country are on hold this year due to social distancing regulations, thanks to COVID-19. Now, let's take you to Soweto to see where we find ENC's Masigo Ratlaga in Orlando West at the Hector Peterson Memorial, just to find out if anybody is out there and what they are doing. Masigo, just before you tell us what is happening there, 44 years ago, I was standing a few meters from where you are with a group of many other teenagers. I was only 16 years old, and we had marched from Morris Isaacson High School, the school of our leader, Tsietsi Mashinina, to that point. Just a few meters on that main road going down towards Orlando East, we were stopped by a group of policemen who blocked our march. And a few minutes later, Hector Peterson was shot and killed just up the road, and pupils came running down that street, and all hell broke loose, as we say, and the rest is history. It's a very, very important stage of that march, and it's a very important place. And today is known as the Hector Peterson Memorial.
That's correct, Bradan. And I mean, you say you were 16 years old. Hector Peterson was 3 years younger than you when he was killed. I remember watching a documentary where the sister explained that when she carried him, she realized that Hector was bleeding through the nose, through the ears, through the eyes even. She was saying she didn't know exactly, where they shot him and how could he be bleeding that much. But the people of Soweto, Bradan, as you know, like you said earlier, because of social distancing, they cannot do what they usually do. Usually there'd be a march along that route that you're talking about, sometimes even starting from Naledi High School to Morris Isaacson and coming along until they get to where you say the police then started stopping the students who were marching. So they have actually done something, and people have been arriving in different time intervals, Bradan, for instance, just in small groups, laying some wreaths at the memorial, some of them actually lighting some candles. And I believe, Bradan, you can correct me if I'm wrong, my father told me that it was quite cold on that day, and today is cold. So I'm imagining that it was as cold as today, and the candles unfortunately couldn't keep the lights on the candle, or the fire on the candles, because of the wind. But I do have some of these South Africans and Soweto residents who decided to come here to commemorate Hector Peterson. Baba, can I please just have your full name? You're live on ENCA.
Yes, I'm Justice Maliba. Yes, I think by 1976, I was not even born yet. Yes, but what I'm here today, I'm here to honor the 2016 for my brothers and sisters who died on that day. Yes.
So you say that, I'm going to ask you to speak just a little bit louder because your mask is also covering your voice. Right. So you say you're not even from Soweto, but you decided to come here to commemorate this. So where are you from? How long did you have to drive to come here to commemorate this day?
No, I'm from Eastern Cape, but actually now I'm staying in Soweto. But in 1976 I was in here, and I was in Gauteng. Yes. Then I decided today I must come here to honor the day of 1976. Yes.
Thank you so much, Budwami. Baba, I saw you also arriving with him. You were trying to switch on to rather light the candles, and that wasn't working out for you. Can you tell me your message to the youth of today, about what it is that is important for them to do to carry the torch from people like Hector Peterson and Tsietsi Mashinina, and even my colleague, Bradan?
Good morning to your audience as well. We are just here to commemorate 44 years of the student uprising of 1976. We are saying the generation, they have left the baton to us as the youth of South Africa. We are continuing to fight the struggles that were fought in 1976. Unemployment is really, really rife. Students are fighting on a daily basis at high institutions of learning, the issues of accommodation, issues of fees. We are just here to say the struggle is not yet won, and we will continue to fight as young people.
Thank you so much, Braden. I'm not sure if you can hear, there's a bit of a noise behind Gift Chabalala and I, my colleague that I'm working with today, and I'm wondering if probably he can just turn the camera as slowly as he can, of course. There's PAC members in a small group who are also coming here to commemorate this day. As you can see them, they are chanting, they are singing, they are making their way to the memorial, to also just show that they also, are aware of the contribution that all the parties, the political parties during that time made to the freedom that we have today. I'm going to try and get close to them, Braden, and I'm not sure if I still have some time. I'm going to try and get close to one of them just to find out what it is that they're going to do today. Of course, as you can see, they have the placard of Robert Sobukwe, who also passed away. Mama, how are you?
I'm good, Mama. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. What are you guys coming here to do today?
We came here to commemorate our fallen heroes, Africans that has fallen years back, 1976.
And of course, today would have been a bigger march had it not been of the COVID-19. I see you guys, you had to come in a smaller group. I'm sure you were planning to make it bigger than this.
Of course, yes, but respecting the protocol of COVID-19, there was nothing we can do. But as a branch, this is our ward. We had to do something. We couldn't just leave the day to go like that. In honor of our fallen heroes, in honor of hence we are still standing here.
Just lastly, Mama, and very quickly, your message to the youth of today.
What I can say to the youth, they need to know their background. They need to know where they are coming from. They need to know their truthful history. The history, they need to investigate the history, because I feel history it's distorted. They need to know history as Africans, where do we come from, so that we can have a clear picture of where we are going. Because as Africans, where do we fall? We are sitting without a land. Hence, go PAC, we are still saying we want our land back, and no colonial settler that will come and tell us what. This is our Africa. We want our land.
Thank you so much, Mama. Well, Braden, as you can see, there aren't a lot of events that were really planned as they would have been last year and previous years, but people are still coming to this memorial to commemorate today.
Yeah, just in case you might not know, Masigo, Zef Mutupeng was one of the leaders of the PAC at the time. In 1976, he had been detained before and sent to Robben Island. He was released, and he was one of the leaders who was active on the ground. In Zef Mutupeng in 1976, he was rearrested in 1976 and sentenced to another 15 years in jail for his role as one of many community leaders who were supporting us on the ground as school children when we were protesting against the unjust imposition of Afrikaans as a medium of instruction, and of course against Bantu education. And as they say, the rest is history. Thank you very much, Masigo Ratlaka, on the ground.